Thank you, Sue. Welcome, everyone. Well, we are back once again to discuss several exciting new products we have recently introduced in 2019. So let's get started. So we're first going to talk about Bacopa. Bacopa is a tropical plant that's been popular in Ayurvedic herb for centuries. It's generally best known for its cognitive effects, although the studies on this have been mixed. What we do know is that Bacopa can aid the brain in its defense against free radicals, those compounds which contribute to cell destruction and aging. Now, there are various standardized extracts on the market containing different percentages of bacosides, which are some of the more significant compounds. So two common standardized potencies in the marketplace are 20% and 40% bacosides. Ours is standardized to a minimum of 40% bacosides in each 450 milligram capsule. And this is one of the lowest prices available for Bacopa that's HPLC tested, that's high performance liquid chromatography tested, one of our many ways that we detect and test for botanical elements. And it's verified to contain 180 milligrams of bacosides. Now, a note of caution, Bacopa may cause gastrointestinal discomfort in sensitive individuals. And please consult a physician if taking a medication. This is all on our label, especially MAO inhibitors, cholinergic and anticholinergic medications, acetylcholinesterase inhibitors, or thyroid hormones, or have a medical condition, especially hyperthyroidism, which is overactive, which is not as common as hypothyroidism. Next, we're going to talk about our newest addition to our lineup of melatonin products. This 5 milligram melatonin is formulated to release gradually over a 4-hour period. It's a 5 milligram one I mentioned. This is currently the only sustained release melatonin that we have. As most of us know, melatonin is a potent free radical scavenger produced in the pineal gland. But what many people do not appreciate is it's present in high amounts in the gastrointestinal tract, and it's involved in many biological functions, including the regulation of normal sleep-wake cycles, regulation of the immune system, and maintenance of a healthy gastrointestinal lining. And here's some background information too. Melatonin helps us to regulate our circadian rhythms, or the sleep-wake cycle. So when the brain perceives darkness, the pineal gland in the brain releases melatonin to prepare the brain and body for sleep. Now, normal nighttime levels of melatonin are typically about 10 times higher than daytime concentrations. And melatonin levels tend to be higher in the fall and winter months when the nights are longer. The levels are lower in the spring and summer months. Now, light is an important regulator of melatonin production from the pineal gland. So it can reset a certain area of the brain and the timing of melatonin production. Second, exposure to light during the body's biological night reduces melatonin production and release. So this is why we are advised to avoid cell phone and computer and TV use during the pre-bedtime period, as the light viewed from these devices can disrupt this natural rhythm. So, word of advice, put your electronic devices to bed before you do. And that can also help us to sleep better as well. Next, we're going to talk about another new organic essential oil to add to our organic list. This is our organic version of our existing cinnamon cassia essential oil, which is also from steam distilled leaves and twigs. We now have 14 organics in the line, and we will continue adding more as they become available. Cinnamon cassia has more of a spicy bite than cinnamon bark oil. As with our other essential oils, this is also labeled for aromatherapy use only for regulatory and consumer safety reasons. Our organic cinnamon oil is as good and pure as any other quality brand at a better price than most national brands. Cinnamon oil is quite potent and potentially irritating to skin if it's misused. Be careful. Next, we can turn our attention to some exciting additions to our personal care lineup. We have Balance and Nourish facial oils, which are very reasonably priced and compete well with similar products on the market costing 2, 3, or even 4 times as much. So while synthetic and mineral oils tend to clog pores, most natural plant oils do not. So the right facial oil can actually help balance the skin. So Balance Facial Oil is a perfectly blended oil that leaves the complexion soft, smooth, and hydrated while diminishing the appearance of fine lines. So it's a natural fusion of soothing plant botanicals and essential oils and fatty acids, especially good for irritated skin in need of soothing, balancing hydration. Ways to apply facial oil: you can smooth it directly on the skin. It comes in a spray bottle, so you can just use the pump to spray once or twice onto your fingers and then smooth it directly into your skin. Or you can mix it into your favorite moisturizer, and you can even mix a drop or two into makeup. Now, the Balance Facial Oil contains some ingredients that we're going to talk about in greater detail. So it's shea butter ethyl esters. We'll talk about that in a moment. Shea oil, jojoba seed oil, argan kernel oil, vegetable squalene, rose absolute, tamanu seed oil, jasmine oil, vitamin E, rosehip seed oil, and chamomile flower oil. Now, many of us are not familiar with shea butter ethyl esters. Now, these are lighter fractions of shea butter fatty acids, which are easily absorbed and not as oily as straight shea butter. Another compound on this list is vegetable squalene. Now, squalene is part of our skin's own natural moisture retention system. Squalene is found throughout nature and is found in abundance in olive and avocado oils, for instance, as well as some marine oils. So it works to help skin hold water in to help moisturize. Another unfamiliar ingredient in this list is tamanu seed oil. Now, tamanu seed oil is cold pressed from the seeds of the tamanu tree, which is found throughout the South Pacific. It has essential fatty acids that promote soft, radiant, hydrated skin. And it also has a nice scent. So next we have our Nourish facial oil. It's a replenishing facial oil blend with antioxidants and helps promote skin suppleness and elasticity. So it's a mix of super hydrating and toning botanicals, essential oils, and fatty acids, especially good for dry, parched skin in need of an intense boost in hydration and nourishment, which is quite common even in the summertime when we have a lot of sun exposure, and actually great for wintertime use as well. So it's a year-round kind of a thing that we could use. So you can massage some of this into your face, and you can also layer over it with your favorite moisturizer. It soaks in readily and does not leave a greasy feel, and that's due to the fact that it's got the shea butter ethyl esters as one of the primary ingredients. So the Nourish facial oil does vary a little bit from the Balance oil. It does contain the shea butter ethyl esters and the shea oil, as the Balance does, but it also contains avocado oil, sea buckthorn seed oil, and sesame seed oil, vegetable squalene, orange peel oil, ylang-ylang flower oil, bergamot fruit oil, natural vitamin E, carrot seed oil, and rosemary leaf oil. Now, an ingredient in this oil, which may not be as familiar to some, is the sea buckthorn seed oil. It turns out more than half of the fat found in sea buckthorn seed oil is monounsaturated and polyunsaturated, including the lesser known omega-7 as well as omega-3 fats. Now, contrary to what its name suggests, sea buckthorn does not come from the sea. It's actually a shrub that grows in the mountainous areas of Asia and Europe, and it has been revered for centuries for its soothing effects on the skin. Ylang ylang oil has a nice floral scent, which most resembles jasmine oil, but it also has skin protective benefits. Another ingredient, bergamot, is an Italian citrus fruit. It's a cousin to the orange and the lemon. And bergamot helps to balance oily skin and has a nice aroma as well. Now, for those who may be concerned about possible photosensitivity from orange and bergamot oils, there's only a very small amount of these in this blend, so it won't be an issue when going into the sun. Now we have something just for the guys, well, at least we hope so. This is beard oil. It's very good for facial hair and dry skin in need of moisturizing. So it's a blend of moisturizing oils that helps soften and condition the facial hair and the skin underneath. You can just spray a small amount on your fingers and run through the beard after showering. Now the secret to a softer beard is to seal in that moisture from showering. So this is best done by applying that beard oil right after you've gotten out of the shower and slightly towel dried your beard. So a word to the wise. So the beard oil contains olive oil, argan oil, shea nut oil, jojoba oil, cedarwood atlas oil, sandalwood oil, cypress oil, and vanilla extract. It has a very nice woodsy scent and is a great value. So next, we're going to talk about our long-lasting deodorant sticks. Now, we have carried the lavender scented long-lasting deodorant stick for many years now, and we have 3 more to offer. All the formulas feature the odor-fighting properties of zinc oxide. So for the ladies, we have the floral notes of rose and ylang ylang. For men, we have the spicy woodsy scent of cedarwood and cypress, or if you prefer, we have the unscented version as well. These offer amazing protection that you can count on to feel fresh throughout the day. I really enjoy using the pleasant, spicy fragrance of the cedarwood and cypress one myself. Now we're actually going to talk about something you can actually consume orally. We have a couple new exciting additions to our original organic liquid monk fruit that we introduced a while back. Monk fruit is also known as Lo Han Guo, and this is our newest 0-calorie sweetener. Now, monk fruit is up to 200 times as sweet as sugar and is a fantastic alternative to sugar in beverages. It's also keto friendly, gluten-free, non-GMO, organic, and vegan. Just want to let you know, you shake it well before using, and you can use it to sweeten the taste using 8 to 10 drops or more. These are fabulous in coffee and tea. The vanilla helps make a wonderful vanilla latte. Try the chocolate monk fruit for making your version of chocolate milk. It doesn't have to be, of course, cow's milk if you prefer to be non-dairy. It won't be brown like the store-bought sugary chocolate syrups that most of us are familiar with, but it sure tastes like some of my favorite childhood memories. I guess that means I feel like a kid again. Perhaps that's asking too much of the chocolate-flavored monk fruit. You'll need to try it and see. We're working on recipes using both the vanilla and the chocolate flavors that'll be coming out soon. So check our website using the term monk fruit recipes. And now we will end on another sweet note. It may be hard to believe, but the delectable mango is the most consumed fruit in the world. In addition to our popular dried mango fruit, we now also have the organic mango bites. It's just 100% dried organic mango, no added sulfites. It's a great source of, a good source of potassium, about 349 milligrams, fiber, and vitamins A and vitamin C. It's tastier and sweeter than conventional mango fruit. You can use it on desserts and preserves and sauces and as a topping for ice cream. Oh, these are sure to be a big hit. I enjoy eating them right out of the bag. So that's another way you can do it. So, well, that wraps up our peek at the latest and greatest new products of the past few months. Stay tuned for more great new products coming later this year. And now we are ready to take some questions now.